Hello. This is another sketchbook flip through. All of the blue pages on the front are just covering stickers and stuff from local businesses, so you cannot accurately locate me because it did just say my city in it. Sorry if I showed a turtle because it's cool. But yeah, this is another sketchbook flip through. I finished this sketchbook about almost around less than a year ago, but I finished it the summer of 2022, so almost a year ago. The blue pages inside the actual sketchbook are covering up a person I know who, it's an ex-partner, and I'm not so sure that they would want to be in the video. We don't hate each other or anything, and I would put them in if they wanted, but I can't necessarily ask them, so I hope that's not too personal. I just didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable. Well, make them uncomfortable. You guys probably wouldn't care. There's a lot of fan art in this one, and previously to this sketchbook I didn't really draw fan art, so that was really cool. Sorry, there was just cut up pieces of jeans in the way. I'm filming it on my floor, which was really annoying because I wanted to film it on my desk, but I couldn't get the camera situation right. I swear to God I had a tripod and I don't anymore. That's a picture of my sister Brooke. Sorry, this is kind of all over the place. If you watched my last video though, I was talking to her, so there's Brooke. But anyways, yeah, I drew a lot of fan art in this sketchbook, as well as drawing a lot of images of friends and family. That's my friend Jay and Brooke up there, and that's a page of my sister's. And then I was experimenting with color because you can see I didn't really use color a lot, which might be shocking if you saw my most recent sketchbook flip through, because I used color in almost every page. But that was a lot of experimenting for me. Grim Reef is a band on TikTok, and they asked me to draw their lead singer, and I did, and it was super cool, and you should go check them out, by the way. But yeah, it was kind of a challenge, which is why I wanted to do a flip through of the sketchbook, even though it's not relevant in the sense that it's not current. It's relevant in the sense that I think it was a really big point of metamorphosis with my art. There's a lot of unfinished projects I had started. That's a whole page of my dogs, Zelda and Raisin. I also did hourlies on random pages because I wanted to fill up blank space, which was really fun. That's my own hand. I think I compare it in a second. But yeah, a lot of pictures of friends, people on TikTok because I asked people if anyone wanted me or would let me draw them, and a lot of people said yes, which was really cool, and I drew their faces. There's Pacific Rim fan art, It's Always Sunny fan art, I think Hannibal was in here, Will Graham, and just a lot of my friends. And so it was really fun to do, and yeah, I don't know. Those are oil pastels. I was kind of trying to I wanted to be an oil pastel user, but I'm still struggling with it. I still want to be. I have a lot and I really like them, but I'm continuously struggling. I did not like that page at all. The reason why there's so many colors on it is because I didn't like it, so I figured I would just distract from what I dislike. That's another me trying to point out that I just did not finish a lot of pages. I was going to do a bunch of human stuck, and I only did Solix, Terezi, and Vriska. That's my little baby cousin, by the way. If you see her little baby face, she's so cute. I drew her. Yeah, it's really funny actually, because I feel like I'm following through the trends of, or at least my trends. That's Our Flag Means Death. That's the Batman, which made me excited. That's a person on TikTok. That's their Clown Sona, and I don't remember their handle, but I'll put it I'll write it out actually and just put it on the screen. This is kind of where I started using a lot of color. I was experiencing really bad art block, and so I really, really loved that drawing of my sister Brooke in the corner, and then that Swiss Army Man fan art. That's around the time I first watched Swiss Army Man, which I'm quoted in my last video as saying it was my favorite movie. So, that's monumental, I guess, in that sense. But I started using color just to get myself out of art block, to change up the way that I usually made art. And it actually really worked, and also really inspired me to continue to use color. So that's another Riddler fan art. It's my friend Gwen. Also, any fan art that has lyrics on it, I'll put the lyrics on screen. that's more Riddler. Little Miss Sunshine, I love that movie. Paul Dano was really big last year, and so I rewatched a bunch of Paul Dano movies I'd already seen and then watched new ones. This is another thing that I never finished, but it was really cool and really fun to do, and the series on TikTok got pretty popular, like not like super popular for me, like 100 likes, but someone commented like, I love this series, and I just never went back. Those are more drawings of my dogs. And then around here is when I watched Stranger Things for the first time. I know that it's been around for a while, but I never watched it before, and so there's Stranger Things fan art, which I feel like at this point I felt really like I had really dug my way out of art block. I like the drawings still. I can stand by them. And this is getting to be like the very end of the sketchbook. I think there's only a couple more pages. And yeah, that's my like a whole blank page. I never finished it. It's my sister's D&D character, Brooke. And then yeah, these are the very last pages. So that's a drawing that Brooke did with oil pastels. She's super talented. And then that's the very last thing I did in the sketchbook, which was really experimental for me, especially at the time. And yeah, that's kind of how I ended it. Just making sure I didn't dox myself. I don't think I did. But yeah, that was my old sketchbook. That's Among Us Rainbow Pop bit that mysteriously was found on my front porch. Here to say bye, and I love you.